Hi, my name is Ray Catull, and you may know me from the such projects as... You may also know me as the host of the internet's favorite harness handicapping show, North American Harness Update, which I host with these two guys, Mike Prebosi and Rod Allums Jr. Every Friday from 9 p.m. Eastern, you can catch us talking harness, handicapping harness, and most importantly, having fun with harness. Can we please get this stuff out of my face? Thank you! North American Harness Update, Fridays from 9 on SRN1. Also download Often Pacing and using promo code NAHU200K, start your stable with an additional 200,000 coins. You can also catch show archives and racing analysis over at our website, NAHUPicks.com!
NAHU crew live yet again, this time with a new installment in our extra series focused solely on CalExposition racing and entertainment. We are here to present the CalExtra. Now with this CalExtra, we'll be focusing on the late pick 4 for tonight, this Saturday, March 24th. It is a guarantee of $50,000, races 8 through 11, and starting off with the first leg of the sequence, Mike, race number 8. It's a $3,000 claiming pace. We have 9 horses going postward here. Did this seem like a fairly open race to you?
Yes, I think all of them are open. This race being especially difficult, I think, because you're dealing with 3 claimers, so they sort of take turns beating each other. But I'm going to try 4 of them here, starting with the 2 Western Fortune. This horse won last time at the level, was 23-1. But got a nice trip, draws inside again. Wiseman chose here, so that's good enough for me. A similar trip. This horse has won 2 out of the last 3. Pretty tough to leave off the ticket. The 5, Mighty Fine, Hi-Ho, has raced well from outside posts. Has been the favorite 3 times in a row now, and has torched a little bit of cash with Plano. I'm thinking the price could come back here, and you know, the horse really can't get any worse drives than he has been getting. So, you know, that's intriguing to me. I'm going to try him. And then the 8, Musician, you know, this is a speed. Horse has been getting away from outside posts and just hasn't quite been finishing. 1, 2 in a row back in February the 9th and the 17th. And then has just been prominent early, but not quite getting there. He could get a little bit easier trip here. And then the 9, oh yeah, Plano ends up here, drops from 4 claimers. Gets the outside post, but another one with speed. I feel like the outside 2 are going to go 1-2 around the track, and depending on how that goes, the race will set up. So 2, 5, 8, and 9.
Rod, did you find yourself having to go that deep here?
Pretty close. We're not too far off. I'm 3 deep here. Starting with the 2 Western Fortune. Comes off a good race. You know, got a perfect trip, but draws the inside. I think should stay close once again. The 5, Mighty Fine, Hi-Ho. This one was just too far back last time. Driver change in here. A little bit suspect there, but I think this horse is good enough. Draws well and should get drug up and be close enough turning for home. And then go outside to the 9. Oh, yeah. This is Plano. Like Mike said, burned a little bit of money, but, you know, if this horse gets away soft, I could see him stealing this race at a decent price. So 2, 5, 9.
As for me, I'm 3 deep here with the 2 and the 5. The 1 horse of yours not mentioned, at least I'm pretty sure not mentioned. The 4, Hot on the Pace, is the 3rd horse I use. I like the fact that this one usually sticks up close to the pace, has been racing decently at the $3,000 claiming level, and 2 starts back, came home pretty strongly. Last time it came home pretty strongly given the very soft pace. So he could be in the right place, right time, pull off a decent upset. 2, 4, 5 for me in that first leg. The second leg here is the 9th race. It's an hours of 2,000 in the last 5 pace. We have another big field of 10 going postward here this time. And Mike, another lower level affair, actually higher level on this class structure. Do you see it as, how deep did you go?
4 deep. Using some of the inside ones, the 2 Lumberjack Willie drops from numbers at 3,500 and raced okay at that level, but you know, this level I think is a little better. This numbers at 2,000, was able to win that on February 23rd. You know, draws perfect. You know, has been racing well from outside post. This inside post should suit him, I would think. The 3 Jasmanian Devil. This horse has been racing at this level and, has been getting shuffled, bad trips. I like the draw inside here. The horse always takes money. If you look 3-1, 3-1, he was a favorite 3 races in a row back in February. So the horse is, I think, going to be in the mix and could be ignored on the board tonight. The 4, Scary Harry, this could be a price here. Had the 9-hole last time and was parked pretty much the entire mile. At 8-1, no chance there. The time before led almost every step, still came home 27-3 and just got out finished. I like those 2 races. And again, this horse is 15-1 morning line. I'll use that one. And then the outside horse, the 10, China King, the 3rd back from a good trainer, gets Plano. Another one that can leave the gate. Was solid last year, made $33,000. Has made almost a little over $300,000 life. This horse should be a lot better, and gets a little bit of a drop also. So 2, 3, 4, and then 10.
Another deep one for Mike. Rod, how about for you?
I'm also 4 deep here. I'm right on the same page, 2, 3, and 4. I don't have anything else to add about the 2. He's probably going to get bet pretty heavily. The 3, another one, going to take a little bit of money. Needs a trip, but I think is good enough if he gets that trip. The 4, nice price play here. It's Lackey, parked every step last time. This horse likes to go early, so I'm going to throw him on. The other one I'm going to use is the 7, Better in the Bank. Gary Clark from the 7-hole. Last time, just sat the rail. Got through late, and he raced really well. He's been sharp his last 2 starts. Back in with a similar bunch. I think this horse, if he's close enough, can get there. He's going to need to get drug up, I think. But if they go a little bit up front, I could see this one closing and making this thing pay very nicely. So 2, 3, 4, 7.
I agree with the 4 and the 7 there. Scary Harry is a prime example of horses that just got terrible trips. Those are usually great bet backs. Better in the Bank, the 7 moved up in class, raced very well last time, albeit kind of carried into the mix given the fast pace. Nonetheless, I still use those 2 because they're showing decent form. As for the 3rd one I use in this race, the 10, China King, is one of those horses that there's a lot of times at CalExpo, there are horses that just drop in class and do very well. China King could possibly be one of these. Debuted at the open level back on March 9th. Didn't really do too well, but then last out from the rail against numbers at 3,500. Went first over, albeit retreated very quickly. Still made a move in a really fast pace, going to the half in 54 and change. So it makes sense why he gave way as soon as he did. That said, post 10 could give you a bit of a price, but these class horses tend to have an advantage over at CalExpo, which is why I'm 4, 7, 10 in that 2nd leg. 3rd leg is race number 10. It's a filly and mare, numbers of 15 under the last 5 pace. Purse of some money going postward here, as all of these races are for some amount of money. This time we have 8 horses lining up. And Mike, of those 8, which numbers do you use?
I'm going to use the inside 4. I feel like it's got to be one of those. The 1, Smash, drops from numbers of 2,500. This is the 2nd drop in a row. Really not making very much impression at those upper levels, but did win 3 back for numbers of 2,000. I like the inside draw again. A trip is likely. The 2, Rocking Around Heaven, 2 outside posts, 7, 8, last 2. He was able to win 2 back in numbers of 1,000. And, last time comment, tough trip, was 50-1. Really no chance there. Could be a little bit of a price here. The 3, Totally Racy. Another horse that, has had some rough posts, some rough trips. Still 0 for 8 this year, but, enough speed to stay close. And, depending on if this horse can maybe secure the pocket, could trip out, maybe get a bigger chunk of it. And then the 4, Surprisingly Sweet. Looks like the closer to me. Has been bad the last couple starts. Just, could be in the right spot. I think it's got to be one of the inside 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rod, for as strangely still as you are currently, I hope that means you have a lot of concentration, particularly on this leg. 8 horses. Which ones do you go with?
I agree on the 1 and the 4, but I'm also throwing in 6 and 7. The 6, Place at the Beach. Longo jumps back on. Didn't drive last week. The horse got a perfect trip and drew away from him. But I think she's fast enough to beat this group. It is a jump back up. but she's proven that she's capable against these types and even against better. Really, the key with this one is just trying to get a trip out of this race and not getting pressed too hard early on in the mile. And then the 7, Night Train to Vegas, is Plano. First time Plano driving in a long time, since December, I think it was the last time, and he drove her in the Open, finished 4th there. So I think that's a big angle for me. She just got to be close enough. Another one, I like her chances if she gets drug up into the race, and she's going to need a little bit of speed up front, but I could see it happening in here, and she's going to be a nice price as well. 1, 4, 6, 7.
As for me, I see 3 of the inside 4 as the main contenders here. Smash for reasons being dropping back down in class after winning 3 starts back against a little bit better off a similar trip that she could get from an inside post. Sets up possibly very well for her in this situation. The 2, Rocking Around Heaven, 2 starts back, 1 against hours of 1,000, going first over. And again, another one that kind of just moved at the right time when the pace was slow, and she ended up pouncing on them to win there. But then last out, against hours of 1,500, just seemed like she was at a disadvantage from the outside. She seems to race much better from inside posts and could possibly pop here in that situation too. And the 4, Surprisingly Sweet, last 2 starts has been at this hours of 1,500 level. We're 2 back. She was first over, gave way. Sign of life there. Now she draws better again after racing from the 7 hole, and really it's just the post relief should play to her favor. So 1, 2, 4 for me in that third leg, bringing us to the final leg of this sequence, race number 11. Race 11, hours of 2,500 in their last 5, filly and mare pace. We got a purse of $3,500 here on the line, and we have exactly 7 horses lining up. So Mikey, 7 in line. How many you going behind?
I'm going to use 3 horses, the 2, 3, and 5. The 2, Fire Dance. A little bit of a price play here. I'm going to toss that last race first over. 2 back, raced very well. Game effort to be second. Flew home 27 and 4. If you look at that line, he does not look, or she doesn't look 15 to 1 in the race. So I think can add a little value to the ticket. And then the 2 obvious ones, the 3, Better Lady. This horse has been the favorite the last 6 races. There's only 1, 2 of those, however. It's Plano, draws perfect. Likely is going to be close. And then the 5, Get Her Queen Flush. This horse has raced well at the level. Is getting bigger checks. Had poor position last time. Another one that any sort of trip and should be right there against this group. So 2, 3, and 5.
Rod, 2, 3, and 5?
Almost. I'm going 1, 3, 5. The 1 has missed 3 weeks, but draws the rail. Like we talked about last week, Williams Hernandez has been pretty hot lately. This one draws inside. Last time had the 7 hole, got away 9th, and was just too far back. But I think with the rail, this one's going to get away much, much closer, if not on the lead or the 2 hole here. But the only concern for me is if there's going to be a lot of speed coming from the outside early on. Then the 3, I think, is pretty obvious, going to be the favorite here. It's Plano. This horse has hit the board every start this year. No reason not to use this one, I don't think. And then the 5, Get Her Queen Flush. Another one. She's been sharp. Draws perfect. Comes off a really good race. Closing. Finished second. Not a big winning horse lately, but the class with this one, I think, is there with everybody else in the group. So 1, 3, 5.
Now I asked 2, 3, 5 because I'm also 2, 3, 5, and I really wanted this to be a group moment where we all had the exact same thing, and we all thought the exact same thing. It could have been bonding, but no. You gotta use 1, 5. Excuse me. What? I'm 2, 3, 5. Mike put it pretty clearly. I have not much more to add. I really like Fire Dance in this race, though, as a price play, especially tossing that last race. So here's my ticket as follows. The 20-cent play here at CalExpo, races 8 through 11 tonight, Saturday, March 24th. Here's my ticket. For 20 cents, I'm 2, 4, 5 with 4, 7, 10 with 1, 2, 4 with 2, 3, 5. That's $16.20 for 20 cents. Mikey Mike, what do you got?
2, 5, 8, 9 with 2, 3, 4, 10 with 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2, 3, 5. It's 38.40 for 20 cents.
And Rod.
2, 5, 9 with 2, 3, 4, 7 with 1, 4, 6, 7 with 1, 3, 5 is 28.80 for 20 cents.
And with all that said, this has been our first edition of the NAHU CalExtra, focused solely on Cal Exposition Racing and Entertainment. I don't think that's their actual name.
No,
I know
it's not.
The California Exposition. I know it's the California Exposition. Make sure you check out NAHUPicks.com. I'm no jokester here. Make sure you check out NAHUPicks.com for racing analysis every race day from tracks including the Meadowlands, Western Fair, and Woodbine racetrack, soon to be Mohawk, coming up soon, as well as also check out North American Harness Update Fridays from 9 p.m. on SRN1, 148.ca/1, or find the stream on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, any place that streams video legally, you can find it. That said, I have been Ray Catola. They're Mike Prebosi, Rod Allums Jr. We hope you have a fun time betting this Cal Expo Pick 4 and have a fun time whenever you're at the races.